All right. So Jimmy touches my bass, feels the bass. Now, what I want you to do, and not hang on me, but just stretch into me very gently, so that I barely feel you. So if I'm going into you, I just stretch down and activate the fascia, and then use that to track. And with each touch, I want Jim to go lighter and lighter. So he goes in to find the bass, and then pulls back, and then goes in again, find the bass, and each time he has a softer touch, and he'll reach a point of softness in which he can't feel my bass anymore. Once he's reached that point, he has to compensate with more awareness and more vital energy. So now he touches the bass at that soft level of softness where mechanically there's limitations. He relaxes energy down to the bass, and he uses that relaxation and vital energy to feel the bass, and then he pulls up. The reason we want to compress and decompress continuously is contrast. So now he pushes down and then releases back up, and then again softer, and again softer. A little bit more stretch with your fingers as you go in, like you're stretching your fingers all the way to my base, so you have long fingers. That's it, and then add relaxation, more vital energy, and soften the physical touch. Good. And more energy. Good. Now he's at the point where he can almost touch, where he's just hovering within the inch, and then pump the vital energy to my base. So I feel the vital energy effect, but not the physical bridge itself. So now we're bridging from physical body mechanics to vital mechanics. And the more he does this as a pumping action, the contrast, it'll amplify the sensitivity. If he just continuously stretches energy down without the contrast, the mind equalizes and doesn't feel the changes because there are none, it's constant, or the changes are too slow. Good. Now I want you to start doing the first transformation, astral breathing. Slow the energy right down. Good, I've got it straight away. And then send that slower astral energy, what people call chi, down to my base, and use that as a listening tool. Listen through it. Excellent. Now we go to the mental body. Now this time when he touches my base, when he lifts or pulls back, he lifts my balance up. There we go. And then touches my base again, puts my balance back on my feet. And he just pulls my balance up very gently. And he's just moving the center of gravity of the mental body up and down from the ground. He essentially is grounding me, then lifting me up and ungrounding me and increasing my mental space. And again, up. Good. And again. Excellent. Wonderful. Okay. So if we revise, we have physical body mechanics using the fascia and making the stretch more gentle. Then we work with the vital energy, conducting vital energy through that stretch, relaxing, releasing the muscles, gently opening the joints and sending vital energy to the base, to listen and feel. And we have using astral energy to listen and feel, and then mental body. So we're on first and second transformation, and each time the emphasis is on what you can feel. You're developing listening energy, listening skill. By being very conscious of each layer, you'll notice that there's a whole range of layers in the astral or the chi bodies, and wherever you feel less, you put in more time. Now the tendency is for people to track results, so they'll go, I feel more here, so I'll just do it that way, and they'll get good at one frequency, where they won't be able to feel everybody's base through that one layer. So if you keep changing layers, you'll have a wider spectrum of people. When you come close to them or touch them, you'll be able to feel the base more easily. As you practice this, you want to monitor, get a sense of strong and weak points within your listening skill, and you might go, for instance, my mental body sensitivity is hypersensitive. My astral body is less sensitive. My vital physical is very sensitive. So the astral sensitivity, I don't train it as much because I don't have much interest in it as a general practice. So that's the area I should be doing more work. So if I mapped it out on the wall, the reactivity and the skill, astral really is the realm of feeling. I should feel the most there, but I practice it the least, so there's a gap. So I have to do more in that area. So when you map out the physical, the vital, the astral, and mental, and then later you do Akasha and light as well, listening through those conductive pathways, then you patch up all the weaknesses and work on those weak points. Okay, partner up, have a play.